This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Yeah.
What? Boyz II Men in here.
Yeah.
People forget about this one, son. We partying to their music and they partying with us.
We hip hop and R&B, baby.
Hip hop one game.
I ain't gonna lie, I would have never thought I would have heard this on your show, Sway. Like seriously, like this is some different.
Oh man, this is real music, baby. Listen.
Yeah.
What?
Woo! Tretch smashed it.
Five, side. What?
Money you're tricking.
What?
It's a both sets of lips kiss.
Hilly with the hilly vibe. The 90s.
Probably for 9.
Too high to get over.
Yeah.
Too low to get under.
Yeah.
Too high to get over.
Yeah.
Wow. Too low to get
Army with harmony.
This y'all part.
Vibing.
I forgot it. I've been listening to the raps.
We just vibing, grooving, vibing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Listen,
That was
I need
We
a
had
copy of that,
Craig
son.
Mack. What?
I'm like,
Craig
Method
Mack
Man.
got a lot of stuff for MCs, so please listen. Bust the bomb like nitroglycerin. Wow, man.
Yeah,
dude.
We got Nate here, Wanya is here, Shawn is here, Boyz II Men
good
are
to see you,
here.
Sway.
Yes,
Wow.
sir. Yes. Incredible seeing you, man.
Long time,
Yeah,
dude.
come on. How long? Listen, man, people don't even. I'm about to give it up a little bit. You know, first of all, man, what can I say?
Wow.
it's been a minute. We've known each other for
It's
a
been
long
a long time.
Yes,
It's been,
yes,
let
a
me,
long
well,
time.
you know, back in
Early.
when King Tech and I first started in radio, a lot of people know I started on a station in San Francisco called KMEL.
Wow.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's right.
And
Summer Jam is
Came in
crazy.
Summer Jam.
Summer
Yeah.
Jam,
That's
like you hear a lot of summer jams around the country and around the world now, but the original summer
That's
jam
right.
started in
Yes,
San
that was the
Francisco
one.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's pretty
indeed.
sick.
at KMEL
Yes, sir.
through the vision of a guy by the name of Keith Nafley, who was the program director that hired me and King Tech to radio. At that time, you guys were a mainstay on that KMEL stage.
Yeah. He was always there, baby.
Yeah.
Shutting down 24,000 people all standing, you know.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And
That's special.
that's special. And since then, man, you know, Boyz II Men have always been the liaison that connected, you know, the legendary sounds of Motown or Gordy Records or groups like
Right.
the Temptations or the Shy-Lights or the Stylistics and combined with a forward-thinking sound of hip-hop culture, bringing it all in.
Right.
And Boyz II Men are the reason now why people complain about music and R&B.
Wow.
Because when you hear it at its purest form, you don't want anything else.
Let the church say amen.
And since Boyz II Men have graced us with their angelic voices, we've always been searching for something to make us feel the way these men have made us feel for so long.
It's a blessing.
Wow.
You know, and here they are today celebrating the release of their new album, Collide. And it's been years.
It's been, man. We've known each other for a long time. We've seen each other in passing over a few years, and I mean, our career started when your career started. So it's one of those things, man, that you never forget. I mean, if you know where you come from and you believe in where you come from, you understand all that, man. First of all, we appreciate you supporting us throughout the last 23 years of our career. I know we might not have been here, but I guarantee you, in any conversation when we came up, I know you was going to bat for us.
absolutely.
So, I mean, you know, we appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts, dude, because the music industry has changed a lot, and people tend to forget about where we come from because a lot of kids today only care about what's happening today, and they feel like they have the brand new niche on everything, and they're the first one to do it ever. So
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Talk about it.
It feels kind of weird, like talking about this.
Yeah.
Because every time we have these conversations, it always feel like we're like the
bitter.
old uncles,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that we're bitter about how the music has changed, and that's not really it. it's just more or less the fact that we're concerned
Yeah.
at how the history has not been a priority or a factor. Like when we were coming up, we were taught about Gordy Records,
Yeah.
the Temptations, the style. Like, you know, that was history behind us doing what we're doing. So we weren't just doing it just to do it or to be on TV or it being a hustle.
Yeah.
You had to
Like,
maintain the integrity of
yeah,
it.
so
Yeah.
we were students, and there aren't too many. And again, this ain't us sounding bitter or anything like that, because all in all, Boyz II Men is good. We've been good for a long time, so it has nothing to do with anything like we're trying to sell something or anything like that. We're just lovers of music, and we just hear the direction of it, and we just get concerned because every time we go on a radio station, we talk, it just seems like it just goes over a lot of people's heads because ain't nobody on that.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody really thinking or talking about it like for real. Like it's just all right, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
And it's a big problem.
You know what I mean? And then they keep it moving, but it's like, you know, that's why I love this conversation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels a little like.
Well, let's do
Weird.
this. Well, it's weird because we've been. You know what? The interesting thing is artists who are doing well now will be having this same conversation.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Exactly.
5 years from now,
And they don't understand
They
that.
don't get it.
No.
They'll be saying, man, I
Yeah.
remember when we were on, you know, when we were
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
stay. But the thing about y'all, though, that's different that people don't realize. It may not be in your face as much as it was when you guys were breaking all these records. But you guys, your longevity is due to your skill set. You know what I mean? So classics transcend time. Like you said, you guys are good. You made a lot of money, I'm sure, touring over the years. Probably have beautiful families, wonderful homes, the whole nine. But you still make music that could send you around the world and sell out a concert to this day. So I don't look at you like uncles. I look at you as current because the things that you're doing now appeal to this day. You know, it's current.
Right.
No, I agree. I think that you know, for us, I think because we are still trying to wrap our minds around the fact of not just so much the music industry itself changing, but just music in itself and songs and just the way you put them together and you know, it used to be called compositions and now they went from compositions to records to tracks to beats. Like it just changed so much to where like it doesn't. Like the songwriters and people who put these masterpieces together, like they don't even get the credit that they deserve nowadays. It's just it's a file,
And
you know
they
what I'm saying?
they have to dumb it down.
Yeah, it's not music. It's just okay. Well, here's a clip. Everything is minor. Everything is really really small, which is why the industry is dying, which is why record companies are disappearing, and which is why, you know, we talked about the other day how we used to go to American Music Awards and you couldn't go unless you were in the business or you were one of the artists, and we'd sit at our TV and wait to see those artists because we couldn't see them. Now you can buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying? So anybody in the world can go. You can't go to the Oscars though.
Nah, you can't do
But
that.
you can go.
Yeah, you
but
can't,
you can go
run up on Nicole Kidman.
You can go to the music business. I tell you one. I tell you one thing that Terry Lewis told us years ago. We were sitting in his studio talking about music, man, and he was trying to say, you know, explain to us where we sat in the music industry as the artist, which a lot of these, even the big artists, don't understand today. When you look at the conglomerates of entertainment, it's like a tree. At the top, you got your big football teams and your owners and your players and your basketball teams, and then you got your movie stars up in there. And as you come down and you dwindle down, you get into the music industry and executives and the artists and the writers and producers. And all the way at the bottom of the tree is the artist.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the total entertainment tree, when it comes to anything, is the artist. And we don't tend to realize that until our career is over. We don't figure out how to move up into that tree, and it's tough.
Get this game, Boyz II Men are here.
We just hope they listening, man.
Oh man, we're gonna make them listen.
No doubt.
Let's do this. I want to play a song off the new album Collide, and I'm thinking about. Let me see which one I want to.
Have you heard them all?
I have about 4 of them. I haven't
nice.
heard. Okay,
You could do Losing Sleep.
Losing Sleep.
Yeah, that
okay.
seems to be
Okay, let's do Losing Sleep.
appropriate.
And then I'm gonna open up the phone lines and 888-742-3345. And then where's Michael? What happened? I read that it was just.
Yeah, he departed probably about 12 years ago now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And you know, I will tell you this, that our career hasn't always been, you know, the greatest. Things have been up and down. And in Mike's case, for us, it seemed like when things weren't going well, he disappeared. And then we tried to bring him back when things were going well, and he came back with outrageous demands that didn't make sense for a guy who was gone for 9 years. So we decided to just keep it moving. We love him to death. There's always a spot open if he's ready to come back and willing to work like he should, because that was one of the biggest reasons, is that he kind of just got off his horse and got really comfortable being an artist and didn't really want to be a part of Boyz II Men, which is two totally different things.
Yeah.
And we had to move on. So it's always a spot if he wants to come back and do what he needs to do.
That's our dude.
I mean, I love Michael, but damn it, I could audition.
Let me hear. Sway, let them hear
Well, I'll
something.
tell you what.
Yeah, let's
we kind of fell in love with this 33 and a third thing, though.
All right, here's Boyz II Men.
I like 33 Cent.
Okay.
Don't ever close my eyes again. When I do you wrong, I see it. You only break my heart. Won't let you break my heart again. No, hey.
Wow.
Damn.
It's early.
Yeah, nah, that's hey man, listen, man.
Hey man, that sounds good. It sounds good on the radio, bro.
Sounds great, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
We hear it in the studio all the time, you know?
Nah, that's Losing Sleep.
Absolutely.
Off the Collide album. Listen,
Yeah.
everything Boyz II Men, they have a Nate was just telling me you guys have a Boyz II Men app.
Yeah, man. We got everything in there, man. We got
Hey, the crazy thing is
videos
Nate
and-
designed it all. He did everything.
You designed that
all of the,
man,
like
just-
the technology.
it's just a side job, man. But yeah, it's Boyz II Men app, dude.
That we don't
got,
pay him for.
We got everything in here, dude. Our fans show up, and they're actually on the fan wall talking now about the new album. They talk to each other like they're friends. I'm headed to the hospital in a few minutes. Thank you all for all your love and support. I mean, they put everything in their life in there, dude. It's a beautiful, it's a beautiful atmosphere.
Look, all our we call our listeners citizens because they make up what we do.
We call them
We call our
soldiers.
soldiers.
Yeah, we call our
Soldiers,
soldiers,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
So
Soldiers of love.
okay,
Yeah,
if you're
soul
a
fam.
Boyz II Men soldier, a Sway in the Morning citizen,
Yeah.
if you don't have this Boyz II Men app, while you're tuned into us right now, go download this
It's
app.
free, too.
It's
so
free.
you ain't gotta worry about it. Oh, yeah.
Oh hell, I'm about to
No
download
money.
it.
Yeah, it's free. son.
It's free 99.
Free 99, man. They got everything. Shows, news, got all our music in there. If you don't have the songs in your iPod, of course, it'll ask you to buy it, but you can hear snippets. We got videos from way, way back in the day. We got all of them in there, man. It's good stuff.
Boyz II Men TV.
Yeah.
And we communicate with our fans in there, too.
all
which
the
is kinda
time, so
cool.
they
Yeah.
can see what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can
All
do
right.
live streams, video streams, all kinds of stuff.
So you guys have adjusted to technology. A lot of folks had a hard time accepting what was going on in technology and the music
We did
business.
too.
Uh-huh.
At one point, we did.
I
we
mean,
did
you got to
too. It took
realize
us a second.
there was no internet when we came out, bro.
Yeah.
Right. We really dating ourselves now.
Yeah,
We were the first ones with the phone, with the cell phones,
We was the
and
first ones
two-way
with
pagers,
Nextel.
Oh, Nextel, the two-way
sky
pages.
pagers, and
Damn,
you know.
Sean,
Oh,
you
Yeah,
going
man.
deep.
yeah,
it
yeah,
was-
man. Hey, man.
It was really, really bad when it came out. We had nothing, man.
Yeah, but you know, we're talking about music. You know, I'm a big John Legend fan.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, I'm a big Drake fan.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I'm a fan of a few folks. You know, based on what you guys know about music, you know, not just from a feel point, but even in terms of technically, who as singers, who do you guys like? Who do you think are dope? That are current. That are
Those
today?
that you just said,
Uh-huh.
for sure.
I like Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
I like Jhené Aiko.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Miguel.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith's dope.
Sam
And
Smith.
the typicals, man. I mean,
Adele.
Usher, Chris Brown,
Beyonce.
Neo, Beyonce. I mean, the powerhouses right now when it comes to R&B music.
Honestly,
Real
the ones
R&B.
that represented in a way where, because it was a point where it was like shameful to be an R&B singer. Like you didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was considered soft or whatever. Like I'm like, come on, man. Y'all know where Barry White was from? He's from Watts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, singing songs the way that we sing has nothing to do with a person's actual persona and character, and it just those things. And this is the frustrating part about entertainment is that those tend to cross
Yeah.
when they shouldn't. Just because you're a rapper and you got a bunch of tattoos don't make you thug. I think Wu-Tang said that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And just because you're a singer don't make you soft. And we represented what we always known, but it had nothing to do with who we were or whatever as men. But we like those artists who know how to say, you know what, this is what we do and we're proud of it and we love doing it that way because we understand that there's a need for it.
I mean, we had to learn that though as artists. I mean, we came up in the game where Motown Records, they did artist development. I mean, they taught us media training. I mean, I'm from Richard Allen Projects, you know, so I'm straight up just like I was just from the hood, you know what I mean? I learned by watching these guys transition into artists that were becoming I guess eloquent, you know, able to culture, you know what I mean? So I had to follow suit, you know, and it's a learning process. But a lot of these artists nowadays, they don't actually do that because it's all about now. It's everything is right in your face.
Yeah,
you get a hit, and you go back out there and you sell drugs. And
That's it.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
It's like, you know, how you gonna have, you know, like the #1 record and still sell drugs? Like, you know,
Like you're supposed to get out of there.
cultivate.
I'm
you know?
from the suburbs of Southwest Philadelphia.
No, I ain't no damn suburbs in Southwest Philadelphia. It's
I'm
South
from the
Philly,
suburbs.
just like it's North Philly, and it's the ghetto. We all from the same one.
I am from the suburbs.
Shawn likes to call himself
the beautiful
Philadelphia.
thing about it
Yeah, all right.
is music. Music it changes people. You know, the idea, the concept, the melody, the I guess you could say the love, you know, behind it. It actually changes you. It makes you different. It makes you see things in a different light.
Yeah.
We look at it as artistic expression. When you have art, you know, there's color, there's the sketch first, there's the paint, and at the end of the day, you want to be able to have the type of music that people can hang in the museum of their hearts. You want them to remember it and always think about where they were and go there when it comes to it. That's why at the Mirage, when people come to our show, they actually feel like, you know, they relived their past. They took time travel, and it's one of those things, man, that we pride ourselves on.
We just got voted Entertainer of the Year in all casinos across the United States.
Man,
too, by the way.
congratulations, man. Best R&B group in the world of all time and Entertainers of the Year.
Yes, sir. It's been a good year so far, and we're at the Mirage to the end of 2015, so all is good. Real quick, I want to shout out my kids who are headed to school right now. They're listening to their daddy on the radio, and they're headed to school. So Brooklyn, Ty, and Micah, and baby, I love you, and y'all have a good day today.
Baby, I love you too.
Shut up, man.
We all love you, baby.
Hey, baby, I love you.
It's a group thing.
Let me ask you this: with your kid, well, two things. You were talking about being from, you know, a disenfranchised area.
I like that word.
You like
How about-
that?
I
Right,
like that.
right, right.
I actually like broke better, but I mean,
Okay.
disenfranchised kind of
We come
makes it a
from
little
meager
bit more.
accommodations.
Wanya said eloquent, so I'm trying to be there. Well, y'all ever? What was the first culture shock you experienced because of your success? Like,
Japan.
I would say our very first trip outside the country was to Amsterdam, and
Yeah.
we landed. It was the dead of winter, dude, and this was still when some people had wood shoes,
And the
Like,
smell
they
of
were
weed was
selling wood
everywhere. No, I'm
shoes and- no, we wasn't there
No,
yet.
I wasn't
but
there.
we landed, man, and it was interesting, man. People riding bikes up and down the streets, man, and it was cold, and people had wood shoes, and the language was different on the signs, and we were looking at each other like, dude, did we come to the right city? Like,
crazy-
nobody told us we weren't going to know what they were saying.
Hey, but you know what the crazy thing is? The crazy thing is the time that we went out there that time, R. Kelly was walking across the street. Remember that?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
in Amsterdam when we were there, and we looked like
This is
man,
before
R.
his
Kelly. He
fear
was
of
walking
flying,
down the
I
street.
guess.
by
Yeah.
himself?
Yeah.
was
We
with some
had
chick.
people with him.
Yeah.
Chick with him, but you know, at the end of the day, I mean, he was there.
Some
So
chick walking real fast.
he was one of the ones. He was one of the ones in all actuality in the beginning that cultivated enough of the world to be able to have his music played there when he wasn't.
And it was real culture shock because, I mean, the next day we were doing interviews. You know, we always would come down to the whatever ballroom they had, and they'd bring in all the interviewers, and they came in from Germany and Belgium and Paris, and they all were speaking a different language. And I mean, you know, we 15, 16 years old, like, what the hell are they? Like, half the time we got boring to us, so while they were translating, we would just crack jokes. Knowing that back then we thought they couldn't understand us, but unfortunately they're a lot smarter than us. Most of them know more than
they
one
speak
language.
5 languages.
They just don't say it.
Exactly.
We thought we were getting away with
We only
something,
speak
but we
English.
weren't.
Not that good.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned you guys, when we talked about Mike, y'all had some, you funny, Shawn, y'all had some high points and low points. In your opinion, what was the lowest point of your career?
Wow. I could say when we went away, we went actually went
I tell the story?
overseas. Yeah. Go ahead, Shawn. You tell it. You tell it best.
All right, this is all right. First of all, kids, in a career, you have ups and downs. Like that's what a career is called. You know, you're not always on the top.
If you don't have no downs, it's just called a job. You work and then you get fired.
And anybody, exactly. And anybody claiming that they stayed on top forever, they're bullshitting you. So but the point is this: we went through a period where, again, we went through our downslope.
What time was this?
It was between 2001 and 2007.
6.
Somebody 2006. Am I right? Is that
about
pretty
5
accurate?
years.
Okay, yeah. So about 5 years, right? And again, we just came off an incredible decade of selling out arenas, selling out Madison Square Garden 2 times at New Year's Eve, and having all types of success. It went down, so down to the point where we were doing really Chitlin circuit type dates.
Absolutely.
Like it was really bad. One in particular was this spot that we did. We still don't know what
It's in
city
Pittsburgh.
this was. Was it in Pittsburgh?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know. Like so,
It's
in the
not.
midst
We
of
looked
us,
it up.
we looked it up.
Okay. All right, look it up. So in the midst of us going through arguments, taking bull crap, fees to sing at these whack places, we get off this tour bus. Right now, again, this is real. Like what I mean. We get off the bus, and it was hot. It was in the summertime. And
As I thought, Hyannis, Massachusetts.
All right,
not,
cool.
Yeah.
Hyannis, Massachusetts.
Okay.
We walked in, or we
Same
walked
thing.
off the bus at this club that we were performing at. The door happened to be open, right? Me and Juan was standing next to each other. And we're about to perform in a couple hours, and we look inside, and it's empty. There's nobody there yet.
mechanical
and it's a mechanical bull.
Hold on, I'm gonna mess you up because I'm gonna show you what it looked like, dude.
Yeah, it's a mechanical bull. Mind you,
That's puffer belly.
now mind you, Madison Square Garden,
Right.
Selling out.
Mechanical
$500,000 a
bull.
night.
Madison Square Garden, mechanical bull. Me and Juan looked at each other and said, "It's over.
Yeah.
Like we're
Honestly.
done." I was like, "We're done."
right.
And it wasn't even full.
And it wasn't
the
even
crazy
full.
thing is it was 500 capacity, but it was 50 people there.
That was about 150.
Yeah,
I would say about
Well, someone was kind of big, so they was taking up some spaces.
but see,
Spread out.
this is where the pride of Boyz II Men comes in at. Regardless of how many people were there, we sang like it was like
50,000.
50,000.
Because that's what we were taught.
That's what we were taught.
Yeah. So did you say you was making how much in Madison?
500,000.
That was like $500,000
She
a show.
remember that number. All right, I'll be honest with you. I tell you what overages we probably wanted about 780, but I'm just some ballparking it. But yeah, it was a great time for us, man.
Yeah. But the
Mechanical bull.
The crazy thing is this is the beauty of it all. We had to be coached into
that
humbling ourselves,
Yeah.
and putting ourselves in a position where we had to start all over. Most artists with
They would never do what we did.
with that type of success.
Never knew.
would-
They would never.
they jumped off of a bridge. You know,
Things
what I mean?
like that will show
We
you
had
why groups break
We
up.
had the right people behind us. That we had our manager Joe Mulvihill. He actually told us, "Look, you're gonna have to start all over and humble yourselves." And that's exactly what we did. From that time up until now, we are a resident at the Mirage.
We call it. You know, it's funny when
It's
you've
a
been doing
success
it. When you've been
story,
doing it
yes.
for 23 years and you go through things like that, we try to not so much separate ourselves from what was, because when you live off of what was, you can't move into the future. So we consider this now what we call our second career.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
we did the end of the road thing. We did I'll Make Love to You. We did all that. It was great. Now, 30s, 40s, we're moving into a whole different career, setting ourselves up for the rest of not just us, but the rest of our family.
And we can't chase that history.
Ain't never gonna
We
happen.
can't chase it. It's never going to happen. Records like that, if we are blessed by the Almighty Himself,
Yeah.
to give us the type of record that people feel and fall in love with like that again, that will be a miraculous miracle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for us to get to this point under the circumstances that we were in, it's more so a situation where we feel like this is the blessing. The
Yeah.
blessing is 23 years later, still looking at these two brothers on
Yeah,
stage
yeah,
and loving music the way that we did. The greatest thing about it is we now have moved into our second career with a new album, and we're able to do what it is that we love to do. And it's not genre based. It's not about anything other than creating real music that feels good to us. You know,
Boyz II Men.
That's what it is.
Yo, I got to take at least 3 calls real quick.
Cool.
I got to. I promised them.
No,
If anybody
All right.
want a recipe on humble pie, we have it.
Okay, Boyz II Men, the new album is Collide. Get the Boyz II Men app. Buy the album through the app. Amanda's on the line. You're from Colombia, Amanda?
Yeah, I'm originally from Colombia. I live here in Las Vegas right now, and I want to say this show is. I cannot wait to see it again.
Cool.
I'm
Did you like the first one?
You know what? This is amazing. It's amazing. And, you know, I'm only 27 right now, but, I mean, I've grown up with you guys, and I recently lost my mother about a year ago, so you guys are still in my flows, and I love it. I love you guys. You guys have been there for any one of us. Well, my story was I used to go to Colombia a lot. Every summer we used to go, and it's hard down there. A lot of crime where I live at, and none of you guys, none of my relatives used to listen to you guys. Well, you go now, my aunts and uncles and my cousins are bumping you guys, and it's crazy. You go, you see the streets, and I wanted to ask you if you guys ever, if you've been to Colombia, and how was your experience there, and would you go back again? Because my cousins are like, hey, when do I get to see him again,
You know what? We did, believe it or not, we've never gone, and it's a crime because the guys and I actually recorded 2 albums a few years ago in Spanish. One was El Final del Camino, and the other one was Evolucion. And we did this Spanish for hours.
And I memorized it, and I'm ready to sing it.
Yeah, and we want to sing these darn songs, so we would love to come.
Can you do an acapella of one of the songs?
Man, I don't know. We don't. The thing is, he the only one that knows the.
No te quemos que duela el amor.
What is it?
Sí.
Si en el fondo nos duele partir.
No.
No dejemos que muera el amor. No es posible la vida sin ti. Te necesito.
Yeah, so we're ready.
How'd I say?
so-
Amanda. Lazy. That sound all right, Amanda?
Caliente.
Pitbull got his money going for him, man. Come on.
That's right. Thanks for your call. You know what? We got a lot of callers. KC, Shaki, Marcel, Ashley, KT from different parts of the world. Reach out for them directly on the Boyz II Men app. Download it for
absolutely.
free.
Why not?
Mention
Pop
Sway.
in there right now. I got my phone. I'll
Nate
answer
got
some
his phone.
questions.
Hey, mention Sway in the morning. He'll respond right to you. Hey, guys, come back.
Come on, man.
All right,
man.
and let's do a concert. We do concert series every Tuesday.
Come on, man.
Y'all do that for
Come
us?
on, man.
Come on,
Come on, man.
Concert. That's
dope.
our
We'll
middle
sing a
name.
couple
Son.
Hey, man.
We do's it.
Hey, and congratulations on the second career.
Thank
No
you.
doubt.
I'm on my third, too, so,
Yeah,
you know, I can relate to that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
All right.
Again, the
Exactly.
key is to keep them careers. Don't make them jobs. You get fired from those.
Man, Boyz II Men, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to play Don't Stop from the album. Legendary right here.
Yeah.
Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. We got French Montana. He'll be here a little late. Is he here? Oh, okay. He'll be here in about whenever French gets here. And then we got First Aid with Kelly Kincaid up next. You want to say one last
You know
thing?
what? Is what you got? What you guys gonna play?
Don't
Don't
Stop.
stop. We
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
What
cool.
would
That's
you-
cool.
yeah,
We're gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
Believers.
Yeah.
There's a record called Believers.
Hey, it's up to y'all.
Yeah,
Okay,
play that
number
one. Play
6.
that one. Play
Yeah.
Believers. Play Believers. Play
Okay.
Believers instead.
Okay.
Play Believers instead.
Play them all.
Okay. Boyz II Men, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
on Shade 45.